Welcome to LSL. Unranked Troy taking on number 17 Kansas State with a lot on the line, and this one didn't fail to impress here in Manhattan. An instant classic brewed itself, as you will see here shortly. Kansas State coming off a loss to Oregon at home. Troy coming off a win against Bama, but opened up the season with a loss to Oklahoma, and it's going to get deflected down and into the dirt. Troy stepping into the pocket. Akbar delivered a dart. He off to a hot start. Him and Zayvon had an absolute day, and it doesn't stop there as they'll score a touchdown. Paul Davis getting into the end zone. Troy taking an early lead. Their offense well known to be explosive, but already Fowler and his receivers struggling to connect once again. So the young quarterback says, "I'll do it myself," and he's going to do quite a bit of that throughout the day. Vincent Fowler continuing to be an extremely impressive player when given the opportunities. Another big run there, and he'll cap it off with a third straight one, this time all the way down to the 5-yard line, inevitably leading to a drop back run by Valor and into the end zone for the hero drive, capped off remarkably. After some struggles by his receivers, says, "I'm good enough to do it without him," but Akbar wastes no time getting back in the swing. Axel Hendricks 30 yards down the field, and inevitably he'll punch it in with his own legs, retaking the lead. But extra point woes start early and don't stop there, as it'll be 13-7. Troy with only a 6-point lead, but Valor now connecting with Veers. Does that quite a bit today, and just an unbelievable throw off the back foot, chased down by the Troy defenders, able to hit David Henry and end up scoring on the next play to Carnell Moore to take the lead over Troy. But Akbar, no time to breathe today. This will be a trend, certainly. Sam Robinson 25 yards down the field and ends up punching it in 5 yards on the ground. Troy, after the extra point, take a 6-point lead once again. But Kansas State having some problems. Butterfingers leads to the punt, and Troy takes no time at all to get back in the swing of things offensively. Axel Hendricks 19 yards downfield. Once again, Valor to Zayvon. Already over 250 on the game for him and 100 for Vaughn, and over the top, dropped. That will prove to be a really lethal play, since on the next, they get stopped at the goal line. Keith Pike can't punch it in, and Kansas State now has a chance for a goal line stand. Akbar will run for it himself and's gonna get stopped. Huge sack and a turnover on downs. Kansas State's defense holds firm in the biggest defensive play of the game as Harris got the sack, and they're going to run it up the middle and get some space free. Valor on the next play looks downfield and will connect an absolute beauty off the back to Rhodes, and then the very next, breaking tackles and shredding free, goes all the way down to the end zone. Had to piece that one together thanks to it being a pretty long play. But Rhodes all the way down the field for a bomb by Kansas State, 21-20. And Troy, next play, says we can do it too. Winding down the half, no time to breathe. Big play after big play. Akbar sheds a defender but can't quite find a man. An impressive play, but sets up 3rd and goal. And on 3rd and goal, going to see something strikingly familiar from the last play. Going to hold them to a field goal. Won't matter much, though, because on a 3-and-out and a big play, they're right back in it with 15 seconds to go in the half, and they will take a 2-score lead, finding Hendricks wide open, the Stanford standout receiver, transferring over to Troy, one of the shockers of the year. So we head into the second half, Troy up 2 scores. A.J. Mahoney on the reception, and Valor continuing to use his legs all over the field, but he pays for it that time. Still gaining yards with his legs. Won't stop, can't stop. 14 more of them, and then bombs it over the top for a touchdown to Mahoney. Vincent Valor carrying Kansas State in every single meaning of the word to put him back within a field goal. 30-28 the score. Akbar not wasting any time himself, though, to Keith Pike, 16 yards, starting to get more involved in the offense as the season progresses. 3rd game of the year, and just misfires there, though. So Kansas State get the big turnover they've been needing to possibly flip this game on its head. Valor looking to do just that. Runs for it off to the right side. Going to find his space and more all the way down to the 28. 16 more of them on the ground, and well over 100 now for Vincent Valor. Carnell Moore, though, gets stuffed, and they'll have to go for it on 4th and 10. Valor wants it all on 4th. Deflected. Not going to happen. Vincent Valor unable to make the miracle happen. But in the 4th quarter, Troy looking to re-extend their lead to 2 scores. It's been nonstop. Zayvon now breaking the record for receiving yards in a game at 227. And why not connect to him a second time to break the single passing yards record for Akbar? 250 now receiving for Vaughn and over 450 for Akbar to Paul Davis. And they retake a 2-score lead. And they'll also go ahead and tack on an extra point. Yes, extend it to 9, make it where it's not a 1-score game. Super crucial, but Valor can't waste any time as we're under 7 minutes. K-State needs to score. They haven't had any problems doing so today, unlike past games under Coach Peltzer's make some significant changes that are clearly working. Valor just continues to be unbelievable on the ground. 11 more. Time after time, 160 on the game, and he'll just tack on another rushing touchdown for the quarterback. He is on fire with his legs, doing it all himself, but Akbar has all the talent around him in the receiving corps to just deliver dot after dot. Zayvon, 20 more of them, closing in on 300 yards. Hendricks with another one of them, 11 yards, trying to re-extend their lead in the blink of an eye, and Akbar is just going to run for it and say, I can do it too. 1st and goal. Kansas State's defense feeling helpless against one of the best offenses in the country, and Akbar proving it again to Phil Gray. 3 more yards, touchdown Troy, 9-point lead. They need a miracle, but Kyle Williams is helping accomplish that. Huge gain. Valor once again now in 2nd and 11. Cross the 40 to Price. Veers for 13 more, closing in on 100. Valor a little bit later with 1:20 to go. Ames in zone. Got him. Tom Dickerson, and they are within. Unfortunately, onside kick is a failure, and Troy will capitalize in every way. Caleb Bennett, unfortunately, missed extra point. Hail Mary chance for Kansas State. Can they do it? Valor, man open, just short. So Troy will escape with a 50-42 win and an absolute staple on a huge season.